Hey guys, Doug the Michigan Piper here in the pipe rest and give you a little bit of a different view today. No particular reason, just figured it'd be a little change up. Drinking some mint medley tea. Just got back from a wonderful dinner I'll tell you about here in a minute. But I am smoking my X220 spigot. Yeah, X220 Peterson spigot. You guys, I really like this pipe. This has the shape that as any of you have been watching my channel for a while, really like. Bring it up a little closer. Really like that bent billiard shape. I will say, after watching Paladin Piper's videos, there's a Dr. Grabo pot. I think it's called the Dr. Grabo Golden Duke. I mean, if I could find that in a bent, the bent pots, I think would be calling to me as well. But now I was going to give you a different view today. In it, I am smoking Mason Edwards number 5. And I would tell you what that is, and I have no clue at this point. So, okay, I take that back. I have a clue. It's Burley. Kind of reminds me of classic Burley cake. And I'm sorry I didn't do my research to tell you guys exactly what's in it or what it is, but this is number 5. He's got Chuck at Mason Edwards in Ann Arbor, Michigan. He's got his own house blends, and this is one of them. And I really like it, actually. I just went there the other day, and just such a, if you haven't seen it on my channel, go back and look where I talk about Mason Edwards. It's just a cool shop, you guys. It's like walking back in the 1950s. You walk in and there's pipes and there's gentleman's cologne and straight razors, safety razors, and then the pipe tobacco in the back and cigars in the humidor in the back. I mean, just a tiny little place in an alley, basically. It's just such a cool little shop. He's got a place you can sit down and smoke in there. He's got his license to be able to have people smoke inside the store there. Just a neat place. So if you get a chance, flip back through the videos. It's I think it's under Mason Edwards. Been around forever, but really cool place. But this is his number 5. Which I can't remember the name of it. Maybe a little hard to keep lit, we'll see. Good though, really good. So, I just got back. My wife and I do a lot of community service type stuff with different organizations, and she runs an organization that raises money for the local community through our local fair, and then they use the money, they sell corn dogs, and then by the money they make throughout or during the fair, they take that money throughout the year and give different grants. So it's completely volunteer. So once a year, to say thank you to the volunteers, the organization has a dinner that they do, and you go to different places, each year, different place. Well, this year we had a dinner at a place called the Copper Rock. It's actually in the Four Winds Casino in New Buffalo, Michigan. And I'm not much for casinos, but man, this place was great. My steak wasn't the best, but everything else about the meal was just wonderful. And it was a good night. So, had the meal, came back, and yeah, I'm not much on casinos. You know, as you guys know, I went to Vegas a month or so ago and wasn't really thrilled with it. Same thing here. You know, it's, I'm going to sound like a prude. I'll give you a prude warning, prude alert, how you want to say it. But I can tell you that when I walk through a casino, it's sad to me. I don't think there's anything wrong with going in and throwing a couple bucks in a slot machine or anything, but to see, in most cases, these people that are sitting there staring and just hitting the button over and over and over for hours, and most of them look like they can't afford to be sitting there hitting these buttons for hours and hours. It's just sad to me, you know, chasing the treasure that they're going to spend twice as much on getting. So, I mean, if any of you guys like casinos, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to knock anybody. It just seems sad to me. So, but we had the dinner. It was great. Just a phenomenal dinner, phenomenal food. Yeah, actually, I had a glass of wine, and really good wine. Just a good night. So my wife had some stuff she had to get to tonight, so I'm home alone with the dogs, and figures, you know what, I'll come down and have a pipe, and so that's what I'm doing. Part of it's kind of disappointing because when I get dehydrated, which is easy for me to do, I can't taste my tobacco as well. And that's where I'm at because I didn't drink enough water today. And I went to dinner and I had a Kentucky Mule, which is a mixed bourbon drink. And then they mixed it so strong I didn't want to have two because I was driving. So my second drink, I had a Merlot. And man, it was good. But as you can imagine, even drinking a glass of water with dinner, that kind of dehydrated me. So the pipe is good, but probably could be better if I wasn't so dehydrated. But I gotta say, I really like pipe smoking. There are times in my life where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it up. I'm going to give up pipe smoking. It's a pain. Excuse me. You know, it's just something else for me to spend my money on. And I spend my time on. But it seems like I always come back to, it's almost like sitting down with an old friend when I smoke, and that's without you guys. I consider you guys, a lot of you guys, my friends. But even without that, just sitting down with a pipe, it's just like, oh man, it just feels good. And yeah, I just really enjoy pipe smoking. So I know I'm babbling a little bit here, guys, but it's just, to me, I don't know, gives me time to contemplate, think about things, and have some peace, remind myself to slow down. So I'm sitting here playing with my tamper. I talked in my last video about making the tampers, and seems like the ones with the curl on the top seems to do better. I like the ones with, I'll bring it up here, that don't have the curl on the top, just because it's like a little spoon there. And it tends to lend itself well if you have to dig some tobacco out of your pipe or whatever. But yeah, each to his own. So what I do like, and we were talking about this at Mason Edwards the other day, what I do like about these tampers, since they are steel, is they seem to be the right weight for like a new pipe smoker to figure out what you need to do or how far you need to tamp. Because all you have to do with this is just let the weight go, right? You let go of it or let loose of it a little bit, and it tamps your tobacco almost exactly the way you need it to be. And that was one of my frustrations when I started smoking was, I was jamming the tobacco down in there thinking I really needed to tamp it down. And I didn't need to tamp it nearly as much as I thought I did. So as a beginner pipe smoker, these are good just to kind of give me that feel of how much should I be tamping it. So. Getting to that time of year where I'm going to be in a forge more. It's cooling off, getting ready to put the bees to bed, and hopefully spend some more time in the forge getting some stuff made up. I'd like to do a craft show and see what I can't sell. Right now I'm making obviously the pipe tampers, but I've got some hair barrette type things with a pin that goes through them that I make, and some napkin holders that I make. So I'm hoping to make like 2 or 3 more things, some wall hooks. I'm hoping to get those all, several of those made, so that when it comes to a craft show or whatever, I'll have a lot of stock and I can lay out. It can be kind of neat to be able to do that. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to go from craft show to craft show. I'm not that kind of guy. But man, is it fun to make something with your hands and have. I talked to Adam from A Piper Wondering, Rust Belt Pipes, Adam, about this the other day, is that it just feels so good when you make something with your own hands and somebody wants that, somebody shows interest in that. It's very satisfying feeling. I think he's the one that said used the word satisfying. It's a very satisfying feeling. It's hard to describe. So I'm hoping to be able to get in there and do some more of that. I don't know if I told you guys or not, but I did get that other property. So I've got a fire gutted house that I got to tear down. So that's going to eat up some time here in a little bit. Just trying to get that cleaned out. I want to get the scrap metal out of it, which I'm about half done. And then get it tore down. I got a buddy that can run an excavator, so tore down, cleaned up, ready to go for next year. But other than that, guys, that's about it. Just kind of a ramble tonight. Wanted to have a pipe, and want to check in with you guys. So guys, I do hope you all are doing well. Until next time, you take care.